Hello students, today we will study about the equilibrium constant from the Nernst equation. Okay, suppose we are having a cell reaction in which A moles of A and B moles of B, they are combining together to form C moles of C and D of D. Okay, so according to the Nernst equation, E cell it is equals to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT upon NF log base 10 molar concentration of the products upon reactant. So molar concentration of C D raised to the power small d upon molar concentration of reactant A raised to the power A and molar concentration of B raised to the power B. See, what will happen? The electrons, they will start when the reaction will start, the electrons, they will flow from anode towards the cathode and the reaction will take place. After some time, when we will see that there is no flow of electron will take place, it means now there is no potential difference between the two electrodes, that is between the anode and cathode. After some time we will observe that there is no flow of electron, no electricity between the two electrodes, and at this point when there is no longer any potential difference, the reaction will attain the equilibrium, and the equilibrium will be when A of A plus B of B, it is in equilibrium with C of C plus D of D. Okay, it means the reaction, it has attained equilibrium. Now at this stage, the concentration of all the species will be the equilibrium concentrations. These all will be the equilibrium concentrations, and the cell potential will be zero here. When no flow of electron is taking place, at this point the cell potential, it will be zero, means E cell, it will be zero at equilibrium. So the equilibrium constant Kc will now be equal to molar concentration of C at equilibrium, D at equilibrium, A equilibrium and B equilibrium. Okay, and the Nernst equation, it can be written as, now this Nernst equation, it will be written as, because no electron is flowing down, now the reaction is at equilibrium, it means E cell of the reaction, it is zero now. 0, it is equals to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT log base 10, and here in place of this, because now equilibrium has been attained, so we'll write equilibrium here. Okay, and we know that this we have written here, that this, it is equals to the equilibrium constant Kc. So in place of this we'll write equilibrium constant Kc. 0, it is equals to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT upon NF log base 10 Kc. Now see, E naught cell, it will be equal to 2.303 RT upon NF log base 10 Kc, and suppose the temperature, it is 298 Kelvin. If temperature is 298 Kelvin, means standard temperature, then R, it is equals to 8.314, N will remain as N only, and F is 96500. By putting all these values, we'll calculate the value of this. Okay, and its value will come out to be 0.059 upon N log base 10 Kc, and log base 10 Kc is equals to N E naught cell upon 0.059. So from here we can find out the formula for Kc. Kc, it is the equilibrium constant Kc when both the electrodes, they have attained equilibrium. Now there is no potential difference between the electrodes, then at that point equilibrium constant Kc, it is equals to antilog base 10 N E naught cell upon 0.059. This is the formula to calculate out the value for equilibrium constant, and E naught cell, if it is given then fine, and if the reduction potentials are given, then we can calculate the value for E naught cell and then Kc. Now see, this one numerical I have solved for you, and this is the solved numerical of the book itself. See, calculate the equilibrium constant of the reaction. We have to calculate Kc here, Temperature, it is 298 Kelvin, and the reaction is here. Ferric ions are here. These are the ferrous ions, and Sn2 plus, it is changing to Sn4 plus. Now by seeing the reduction potential values, see the reduction potential value of Fe plus 3 to Fe plus 2, its value is plus 0.77 volt. Okay, means gain of electron is taking place and its value is plus 0.77 volt. It is given in the question itself, and the reduction potential values for this, it is 0.15 volt. By seeing the reduction potential values, if we see the reduction potential values, we can easily find out that which electrode is cathode and which is anode. See, this is having more value for reduction potential. It means more the value for reduction potential, the electrode will be cathode. It is having the lesser value for reduction potential, it means it will be anode. Okay, R is given to us, F is given to us. See, by seeing these values, we can find out which one is which electrode is cathode and which is anode. More the value for reduction potentials, the electrode will be cathode. Now see, if I write the oxidation half reaction, this is the solution. Okay, oxidation half reaction, it is like this, and reduction half reaction, it will be like this, Fe plus 3 to Fe plus 2. Now the overall cell reaction is here, Sn 10 in plus 2 state, it is changing to plus 4 state, loss of electron, and this is changing to plus 2 state. See, here only one electron is participating, here two electrons are there. It means we'll multiply this whole equation by 2 to equalize the number of electrons, because the number of electrons, they should remain the same. The number of electrons lost, it is equal to the number of electron gained. Now we'll calculate the value for E naught cell, because we have to put this value here in the formula. E naught cell, it is equals to E naught right minus E naught left, or E naught cathode minus E naught anode. And cathode, we have seen this, that this is cathode and this is anode. It means Fe plus 3 to Fe plus 2 minus E naught Sn plus 4 to Sn plus 2. We'll put the values here, and we'll calculate the value for E naught cell. Now see, the value for E naught cell has been calculated. Now log based in Kc, it is equals to NF E naught cell upon 2.303 RT. We'll put all the values here. Value for N, it is 2. F, it is given. E naught cell, we have calculated 2.303. R and T, it is given. The value, it will come out to be 20.97. Kc, it is equals to, see, log base 10 Kc, it is equals to this value. So when this log base 10 will come here, it will become anti-log. Now we will calculate out the anti-log for this 20.97. The value will come out to be 9.33 into 10 raised to the power 20. Okay, now this was all about the equilibrium constant when the reduction potentials, or the potential difference between the electrode, it is 0. Okay, they are at equilibrium. Now Gibbs free energy, that is delta G, and EMF of a cell. Now we'll find out the relationship between Gibbs free energy and EMF of a cell. The electrical work done by the cell, it corresponds to, if work is done by the cell, it means there is decrease in the free energy of the system. System means cell here. If electrical work is done by the cell, it means free energy, it is decreased. And when cell does electrical work reversibly, if the cell does electrical work, that is only an infinitesimal current is drawn from the cell, very less amount of current it is drawn, and the free energy delta G, it is equal to the electrical work done. Whatever is the free energy, it is equals to the electrical work done, means delta G, it is equals to W electrical. If delta G, it is equals to W electrical, then there are two possibilities. The first one is when free energy, that is delta G of the system, is negative. If it is negative, the system does electrical work on the surrounding. If delta G, it is negative, then the system, it means the system is doing work, and the system, it does electrical work on the surrounding when delta G is negative. And when delta G it is positive, it means no electrical work is done by the system. It means it is not doing any work. If delta G is positive, it means system is not doing any work, that is no electric current is generated. Okay, so if delta G it is equals to W electrical, then there are two possibilities. Delta G it can be negative, it means work is done by the system on the surrounding, and when delta G is positive, it means no electrical work done by the system. It means no electrical current is generated. Now see, the formula or the relationship between delta G and E naught cell, it is equals to delta G is equals to minus NF E naught cell. Okay, here you can find that in book R must be written, it means it is for the cell reaction. Now there are three possibilities when E cell, we have studied this earlier also, like when E naught cell it is positive, if it is positive it means the reaction is feasible. If it is negative, reaction is not feasible. And if E naught cell it is 0, it means reaction it has attained equilibrium. Okay, now we will see the relationship between E naught cell and delta G. See, if E naught cell it is positive, it means if this is positive, it means delta G is negative. If delta G is negative, it means reaction is feasible. If this is negative, if this will be negative, it means, see, the relation in the relationship it is clearly written that delta G it is equals to the negative of NF E naught cell. And if this will be negative, it means negative and negative it will be positive. And delta G, if it is positive, if delta G it should be positive, if it is negative then it will be positive, it means the cell reaction it is not feasible. And if E naught cell it is 0, if E naught cell is 0, it means delta G naught it is also equals to 0 and the reaction has attained equilibrium. Okay, so it means that if E naught cell it is positive, it means delta G is negative here, reaction is feasible. If E naught cell it is negative, it means negative and negative, in that case delta G should be positive and reaction is not feasible. It means no flow of electron will take place, no reaction will occur between the two electrodes. And when E naught cell is 0, if E naught cell is 0, we have studied earlier also, E naught cell is 0, it means there is no potential difference between the two electrodes. And if E naught cell is 0, it means delta G it is also equals to 0, it means the cell has attained equilibrium. Now free energy change, that is delta G, and equilibrium constant, the relationship between delta G and Kc. We know that E naught cell it is equals to 2.303 RT upon NF log base 10 Kc. This we have studied earlier also. And delta G naught, we know that it is equals to minus NF E naught cell. In this equation, we'll put this value of E naught cell. It means delta G, R it is written, it is for the cell reaction, R. Delta G naught is equals to minus NF. This E naught cell value will put here. It is equals to minus 2.3. This and this will be cut. It is equals to 2.303 RT log base 10 Kc. This is the formula or relationship between delta G naught and Kc. If Kc is given, we can calculate delta G, and if delta G is given, we can calculate Kc, or if E naught cell is given, then too we can calculate. First we can calculate delta G and then we can calculate Kc. Okay, one question is there. This all I'll send you in WhatsApp, and please do this question. It is the solved numerical in your book, so you can do it from there also. And please practice such more numericals. Thank you.